Okay.
All right then. So
introduce yourself.
My name's Franco. I'm part of the TS Powerline team, and we're gonna do a nice box opening of Transcension and Blade and Blossom G6 pack, and let's see what we get. Right. So here we got this nice promotional thingy, which is worthless. First pack. So we got Kumar the Destroyer. Something for Nova Grapplers, not really sure. 7 Seas Master Swordman / Shade, which works very nicely for 7 Seas. Abyss Summoner, it's just nice for Claritor decks, otherwise you never run it. This very pretty trigger, Cosmo Pixie Lisbeth. It has blue, which means it needs to be played in multiple copies for it to work. Other than that, these effect triggers have been pretty good. You choose a normal for your drop zone, you choose a card, choose up to 4 cards with the same name as that for your drop zone, return to your deck. So basically this would recycle a bunch of triggers, and then you draw a card at the end. This card is hilarious. Red Leaf Dragon. Apparently you can have 16 copies of this in your deck for some reason. I don't know, maybe someone will make a troll deck with this one day.
It's beyond that. Get that secret rare.
So now we have this Scouting Owl, interesting thing for Royals. It can intercept from the back if you're dying because of Brave.
15k shield, isn't it?
Yep. Then we got the 7 Seas thing again. We got this nice Pale Moon Dream Pegasus. Forgot they were even in this set.
It's like 5 cards.
Look at 3 cards from top of your deck. Search for something among them, put into your soul, and then the rest go back to your deck at the bottom. That's okay. There are better things in life. This nice, whatever the hell this thing is. Let's see. It has a free cost. So on turn it gets a rush effect. It'll stand for plus 5,000. So that's not too bad. And then we got this Flying Manticore, which does something Magia related, probably. Yep. So it's only good for Magia decks. Alright. Now we got Revender Dark Bliss Angel. Great card for the new Raging Form build that people are trying out. Really fun. Basically, it enables a bunch of combos that you could Raging Form up to 3 times if you're lucky. So pretty good. Then we got the Shine Gull. It's okay. There are better options for Royals, but it can work. It gets plus 2k, and if it hits, you Counterblast 1, and you draw a card. That's about it. Then we got this Raja Damner Kid. Very weird for Nova Grapplers. But it's pretty good. If you're building the Rush deck, and this is behind something with Rush, it'll stand with the Rush unit. So, pretty good. Illegal Alchemist, the new heal trigger for Shadow Paladins. Pretty much useless because they already have better heal triggers, like the Revenger one. This card, one of the things I'm looking for. Favor Disciple of Light and Dark Blue. This thing enables plays with the new Blaster support. For Counterblast 1, you can put this into your soul after it attacks, and it's boosted by Flogo and or the new Barkle. Excellent. So yeah. So when it's boosted by Flogo, the new crit, or the new Barkle, it'll gain plus 3. It'll go into soul for Counterblast 1, and you'll call a Blaster card. So it could be either Blaster Blade, Blaster Dart, any of the spirit forms. Yep, just like that. And then it has to be grade 2 though. And then the new blaster that's called gets +3. It works great with the new support because the critical trigger flow go is broken and it'll stand blaster blade. So you can just keep on attacking as if it was Aqua Force. Alright. Tomboy Elf. Neo Nectar card. Choose a normal unit from your drop zone, put it on top of your deck. Choose up to one of your units with Bloom, and until the turn this gets +2k for each of your guards with the same card name. Very nice for Bloom decks. Greymew. Another Clarisword card. Same thing. If you're using this outside of Clarisword, it's useless. Enemy of Righteousness Crystal level. It's useless Nova card. Don't ever play this. New draw trigger for Channel Paladins. Once again, it's unnecessary only if you want a different artwork. I think she's good or something. Then we got the new starter for Neo Nectars. This helps a lot for Geneo Nectars, and just in general if you want to wait for the GB1. Otherwise, other starters are recommended. Alright then. So here we have a Start Zombie, hollow card. When it gets placed on the rear guard, if it's hollowed, you get to search for up to one card, split into your drop zone. As Adam said, if you play Yu-Gi-Oh!, this is basically a Foolish Burial. If you hollow it, which is actually pretty good for the deck. Lets you toolbox. You got the Render again. A 10k Shadow Paladin. Normally, these kind of cards would be irrelevant compared to the old ones. However, this one has Blaster in its name, so it's actually good for builds like Ghost Blaster if you wanted to run that. Make the Ghosty and Family. Pretty funny stand trigger that also has the hollow for the Grand Blue. Basically, what you can do with this is you can hollow it, kill it, and then something will get plus 10k and this will go back to your deck. The plays this can enable are pretty ridiculous. And then we got this perfect card for Royals, Hope Keeper. It's an interesting option. Basically, if you're dying, you can trigger Brave. It'll get an extra 2k, and then at the end of the turn, you can counterblast 1 to put it back in your hand so you can actually use it as a perfect card. So if you need to call cards for this is good. Otherwise, just use them flippers. This is how it is. So, we're talking 7Cs, Raise Ruler. Again, really good for 7Cs, otherwise it's not too good for you. Beast Deity Horn Hulk. Very excellent card for Beast Deities. Basically, you can Soul Blast 1 and rest this and choose another Beast Deity and it'll get +5. And the ways they stand is so easy that this wouldn't even be a detriment. It would be a plus to your other units. Here's the Blaster Axe again. A draw trigger for Novas, which is worthless. Cutie Paratrooper. Nice card for Pale Moon if you run the Maggie engine once again. Otherwise, it's better off not used. Alright, Mighty Rogue Night Storm. Pretty decent card for Hollow. Turbo Riser Custom. New starter for Risers. Although, if you're playing Risers, you should be playing Cap Holder, so it kind of defeats the purpose. Green Shot Elf. Amazing card for the new Bloom engine. If you're going to run this will enable them to boost each other, and they'll just continue to buff each other up by +2k. It's really good for that deck. The draw trigger again, useless. Ultimate Riser Glory Hand, a new Riser Legion, but it's just not up to par compared to the previous Legion, Mega Flare. If you're going to run it, you really want to run Mega Flare with Cap Butler. Okay, so here we got another rice roller. This is interesting. It's not a stride enabler per se, but this does get grade +1, so it counts as a grade 2 for stride. But when you use this, you get to draw a card if you use it for stride. So that's pretty cool. Abyss Summoner again for Claret. Assault Command Carrigan, a new critical trigger. The art's pretty good. A lot of people will probably play her over some other crits. Meteor Kaiser Victor. This card, people have mixed feelings about it. I think it's personally a really good card, especially if you're playing Extreme Battler Victor, because it can stand 1 by itself on the first stride. But if it's the second stride and onward, it can stand up to 2 units, and they'll both get +5k. So that's pretty good. As I said, everybody will have their own opinions about that card. So, we got this Nova Grappler, Babyfist Narcissist, which countercharges and soul charges when it hits a Vanguard, but it has to have the rush effect activated, therefore that would only trigger if you have stood at this turn. Interesting. Another 7Cs, grade 3. Basically it's like the variants where you kill something to revive it for counterblast 1. But still, it's pretty good. Here we go, another Beast Deity card. Jackalord. This is pretty good because you can counterblast 1 when it's placed on the rear guard, and then this unit will get that ability where when it swings once per turn, it can stance another unit and it'll get +3k. So it synergizes extremely well with the new Beast Deity stuff. Logo. This is the card I was talking about earlier with this. It can boost this to trigger this effect, but more importantly, when your Blaster Blade swings, after you put triggers or whatnot, or power-ups, you can counterblast 1, put this back into your deck to re-stand the Blaster Blade, which will enable insane plays. And then we got Ruin Shade. Now it might not be foil, but personally I think the art looks a lot better.
Not foil.
Usually you would run 1, at least, every deck.
Depending. Not foil. Execution.
Shinobi Riser, another card for Risers, really not run anymore. A new starter for 7Cs, pretty good for 7Cs of course. A Shadow Paladin Dragon that is not worth playing over everything else.
It's funny.
Beast Deity stand trigger, really good for the deck.
You can use it to help Diablo a lot. The only one and only use for that Shadow Paladin.
Knight of Light Order, this card's okay. Maybe you could use it for an Ultimate deck as a backup 3. Otherwise, probably best staying away from it. We have Shangle again. We have this Air Elemental. Coming out with more Gray Elementals nowadays. So this says, rest this unit if you have a grade 3 Vanguard and there are face-up cards in your G-zone. But there are no face-up cards. And no units were placed from your opponent's Vanguard during the ride phase. Draw a card and put this into your G-zone. Basically what this does is, if your opponent is trying to play the grade 2 game and not rise a 3, to not give you the stride, you can use this to enable your self-generation break 1 for your skills. So, not too bad. We have this thing, I don't know what the hell it is. Full draw trigger. A new Extreme Battler, not worth running over the other Extreme Battler starter, but...
You're over 10 minutes.
I don't know how long this will take. What do I do now? Okay. So let's just go through the important things. New grade 2 Blaster. Helps Blaster Shadow Paladin decks. I don't know what the hell that does. Trigger for Victor. So Layman, very good for Ultimate decks. Otherwise, useless. Pull Oracle. Keep that. Yes, Necro Bone. Anyways, now we're going to super mode. Tournament starting, other things. New starter, doesn't really do anything. Over Melius at least. This is pretty good for extreme battlers, otherwise don't use it. This is funny for anyone who plays whatever, Grand Blue. The new Perfect Guard for Neo Nectars. Negro Lazy, one of the best names in this game right now. Can't get better than Negro Lazy. That doesn't really do anything.
It's Oscar. It's for Clarence. Clarence Dragon.
If you play Cloud Dragon. Another Extreme Battler. Somewhere in there.
That's Fogo. It's a silver thorn.
Here's another Fogo.
There's Fogo.
A Maiden. Maidens are going to be strong.
Well, I think we should have.
Another grade 3 alternative for Ultima.
Good. Chris, choose.
The Stride Enabler for Grand Blues.
Or G.
The Riser Legion pair.
Or Generation.
Great for Ultima decks and any deck in general that's royal.
It counts as a grade 2 in the deck if you're at an Ultima Vanguard.
It sure does.
And it's
There's a nice Dance Shark. Doesn't really do anything for you. Puss in Boots.
Puss in Boots.
That is Puss in Boots.
It is totally Puss in Boots. Aren't you missing it?
I don't know what I'm missing, if anything. We have this nice starter. Don't know what it does. Probably not important.
The last one is a red. Oh, it's.
You got a nice Cadden. And that's it. Someone turn this off. So what did you say you had?
Well done.
Yeah. Huh?